everybody, and welcome back to the Barn Shop Rebuild Project. And as you can see, the lights are on, the shelves are going in. Got a lot done the last couple of weeks. Sorry I hadn't filmed an update, but it has rained more than it has sunned here. I think this year, well, last year, 2018, we've got roughly 20 inches above normal. And this week, the first week of 2019, appears it's going to be a very rainy week. So I'm going to do a little bit more work in here, but I'll show you what I've got done so far. All right, so I've got these heavy duty shelves built, and I just really built them to get everything I was going to save right here off the floor. And then these lightweight shelves, which they're pretty sturdy, they're going to hold. I mean, you could probably stand on them. It's a 2x4 with a 2x4 brace. Very sturdy. I run out of my planks, so my 5/4 boards, so I'm having to use other material. And I want to continue this style on down to this next bay right here. And we'll come back with either a 2x4 on the front or a 1x4. Probably more than likely a 2x4 on the front and on the sides, just keep anything from falling off. And of course, it goes all the way back to the 10, so nothing can go behind there. And the pit metal is out of here. Got it out day before yesterday. Cut it out into 3 pieces and towed it out. And that center section was diamond plate, 1/4 inch material. It was pretty heavy. I did not take that out because I've got a use for that. So maybe in the future I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. That's 1/4 inch plate, and it's probably about 300 pounds or more. So not easy to get out, but I think I can do something with it. So got my LED shop lights. 2 of them are salvageable, so I got those mounted in these 2 bays here, where probably anything I'm going to do is going to be in this area like it was before. And I'm going to plan on building, or actually I'm going to take the shelves out of the container and put right here where this pit is, once I get everything where I can move it. We got to get these blocks tore down. And over here there's not much light. I just got 3 lights up down the hall, or down the center rather. Over here I've got my electrical outlet for the gate, and I got it hooked up. And I did have plenty of wire. Here's the extra wire I cut off. So it worked out pretty good. I got to seal that hole. I'll show you what I did on the outside there. Over here by the switch box, the breaker box, I've got the light switch, and I've got 1 outlet. And I haven't decided yet whether I want to put another outlet right here or not. I will be covering up this run of wire, and probably that's about all I'm going to do over here. I really didn't stud it up, so there's no way of closing this wall in real easy. So not no big deal, won't be much here anyway. So out here I got the corner tore out, and that was very, very difficult. I mean, I had that thing nailed in there. I must have used my iron nailer. And this wood was rotting on the bottom, so I ended up taking the skill saw and cutting it out. And here's all the bracing. I got a video on building that platform there way back when. I'll try to link it up here if you want to see that. Got a bunch of cap blocks left. And we also extended the fence down all the way to the building. And I run new conduit tied in right here, and just run new conduit all the way down to the corner. And I like 1 more plank to match that top plank there. That's a 12-foot plank, and then I'll cut these 4x4s off. And these 4x4s come from down here, and they did have a little bit of termite damage. Can't tell in the viewfinder whether you see that. Yeah. So as you can see, there was definitely a little bit of damage on those, but the worst damage, of course, was in the plywood. They actually, termites had got inside that plywood and was eating the center out of it. So that's pretty much unusable the way it is. And of course we like this wall here, but I think I'm gonna wait till I get a dumpster out here, start loading this stuff up. I got somebody called the other day wanting some of this old barn wood. There's a few pieces in here that I don't know if it's really worth a flip. Not much old barn wood left in this old barn. Most of it had already been replaced. So I got one more load of scrap. I hauled 3 loads of scrap the other day, and I got one more to go. So I don't know how much that is, but there's some stuff on there. It's pretty heavy. I'll show you that piece cut out, that diamond plate. I wished I had a use for it, because it is, you know, I don't know if it's a 1/4 inch, but it's at least 3/8 thick diamond plate, heavy, pretty rusty though. It was attached on the bottom with this damper. You can see the old hinges on it, and then of course it had rotted off. But you know, I could save that, and probably 20 years from now I'd find a use for it, but I just don't have no room for it. And that little bit of money right now, scrap's up to 7.5 cents a pound, which is better than it was last time. A few months ago I took a load and it was like 5 cents a pound. So, and I think I'm gonna throw that old deck on there too. I don't need that crap. It's more junk. So I'm gonna have to get a roll off out here, load all this material on it, or I could load it on a trailer and take it down to the transfer station. I think they charge $38 a ton to get rid of it, a minimum of 20-something bucks. But I just don't have time to load that, unload it, and all that. I'm just going to get something in here to get rid of it. I got a bunch of power poles, old rotten power poles need to go too. So really, other than the shelving, is the painting. And as much rain as we've had, I don't know if you can tell, there's dirt all over the bottom of the siding. It's going to be fun cleaning this siding, get it ready to paint. But I think while it's raining, it's a good time to build these shelves. And I've used most all my braces that I had before, and I had to build 1 or 2. So I think I'm just going to continue building braces. Got a big pile of lumber back there that we can use. Actually, there was some more 5/4 board. I'm gonna use them finish using them up on here. And then I got a bunch of plywood there I can double up. I've got that 3/4 inch piece I saved before, and it was like a 5/8 sheet of pressure treated. I can get one good shelf out of it, and maybe some short ones. Had that a while. Quite a few 2x4s left over. My pile is definitely dwindling though. It was a lot bigger. And of course got some more scrap here at the radiator. I'm not going to throw that tractor radiator away. I want to get it replaced. Got an old engine, unfortunately got water in it, and so it's going to go. Not sure to go on this load. The trailer's pretty loaded right now. So anyway, that is the update, New Year's Day 2019, and I'm going to continue working on these shelves. And I think once I get these shelves here built, I'm going to start bringing a few things back in here and putting them on the shelf. Try to get it off the ones in the container first. That way I can free up them shelves to get those moved in here. And then we'll be able to move some stuff back from the other building out here. And the truck, definitely. I'm waiting on the pit to get the truck in here, because there's just no room to get my skid steer in here in this bay. Get these blocks moved out with that truck in here. I'm just afraid there wouldn't be enough room to do it, so we're gonna wait on that. So hopefully within a couple more weeks we'll be pretty much done. It's been a long process. Appreciate y'all sticking with me and watching. And I figured up yesterday I'm missing one receipt But it looks like total out of pocket so far is probably between 11 and 1,200 bucks, which is not bad at all. That's counting those loads of scrap that I took. It was $200 and something in those 3 loads I took the other day, so that helped. Support from you guys helped, and I appreciate it. And stay tuned for more. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't.